on the top only. V'tam lama alam masirim arba osios ela v'lo acheros. If you remember this, it's those letters. Gam Elohim Rach. So you see that they're soft. Rachamim Yosef b'nacheros. Why do you say that? By Indian, who's that? So the Indian's like this. He says ki. So he said, "Kihine kaf beis osios dim shachos min kumesh ba'besh motzos pekadaidet. V'hidach behem noitzrim min chibar hachech v'chagorin." And it comes as a result of a yichud that takes place between the palate and the throat. Sheheva b'chinas chachma b'bina, which are chachma b'bina, that yichud. V'hine osios gichak. What about them? Him osios. Hachech, those are the letters that really refer to the palate. Shehem Chachma, which refer to Chachma. The Misham Nispashnu calls Shaar ha'osios, and then all the rest of the letters come out. But Nitnem Begorim Shu Bina, that goes into the Begor, which is Bina. Now let's look over here at number Kuf Yud Aleph down here in the Tiva Kabanos. 1 second. Here it goes. It says, for the Fisha Chachma Hu Rachamim Gemurim, because it's complete Rachamim. Osios gichach hem inyan the chachma shuhu shorish makor kol chasadim rosh kavayamim v'hu rachamim gemurim. So what's the problem here? Ich the ein lachachnes osiosov shehem gichach v'minkan to the fish is badlacha bedinim the gamri. So what is it? What we would have there? So we take gichach out. Let's see, kevin sheha osios shel chachma. The Haina Osios Gichak, in Yalim Rachamim, in Mahaknes Osios Ela Minyan Minyan Rach Haniskarim. So we had multiplied and gotten out the number, 220, 10 times 22 letters. We need to take some out. Vishi is Batla Dinim, so that would unfortunately nullify all the Dinim, the Gamri Megodl Harachmim. Vein kavan the same to the Ba'atach because of the Hamtikam for the Basman Belvad. So he said, if the same to the Rosh Hashana, Ela the Ba'atach within him, Ela the Hamtikam for the Basman for the Fichoch, after the Benois as Osios Gichak. So therefore, we don't want to count those letters of Gichak, because they represent Rachamim. But Shaar Rach Osios all the rest of the 210 times 22. The fee sha'az is batlacha b'dinim the gamri, because then the dinim will become completely and totally nullified. Okay, so therefore, we'll read in Masach of a monim as shorsham bein Shaar osios, so we don't count them. So he goes on and he says like this: Amnam Indian osios spach. So let's talk about the rest of the mansapach. He that rebetevich atah. Ola b'minyan Rayoh spach. It comes if you take Rayoh and you add on this with the last 3 letters of the mansapach, then you're going to get to the gematria of atah, which is for 406. The Gevarn is Bayer ki ha'chelik rishon, that is the height of the Rayoh part. Marumbas ba'osios at, that you can get from at, which is 10 times 22 minus 4. Shall ata. So we understand that's how you could do that. That takes care of those. So he said, okay, but now, then we have the last 3 letters of the Mansabach. Amaromas ba'oz hey shel ata, which is really the final letter of the letter hey. Really, I could show you, he says, how it is that this is part of the Rayoh also. Now, he's going through this idea, the Rayoh, why it's so important to Rosh Hashana, but we're not getting to the core of what the Rayoh is doing here. So if you join together, Hakol Rayoh Echad, to be one Rayoh. Both Hey Shechel Atan. That's referring to the Hey of the word Atah, the last letter. So he says, Achedek Hasheni Shehu Oset Spach, which really refers to the letter Hey Shel Ato, who Gam came Bebechinas Rayoh, it's also Rayoh. Kasher Nitzaref L'Rav Chavavai Peshush B'Gematria Kusi, add that 26, Arei Rayoh. For I and the Shefa has something in this, on this, it's not that much, so let's go on. Down below you see a picture of the 22 letters, multiplied, each one of them multiplied by 10. So that's the basis of that idea. Let's go on to number Kuf Tasayan, and it says, Amnam Shnei Rayoh. So now we see that we have two Rayoh, Haniskarim, Hey Ramazil B'Shnei Osios At. So in the two letters At, you could find those two Rayos. So he says Le'el Nizbayer. It says plain above. Yishnei Pamim Rayo near Bechel B'Tevis Atah. So the two times you say Rayo refers into that letter, to that word Atah. So we know that Atah, when you say the word Atah, that you're going to bring in the 22 letters. He says B'Bechina At Atah Ha'ach B'Osius At Shemaramas the Kaf base Osius V'Chashniya. Ba'os Hey, and then the second Rayoh is going to have to be with his letter Hey, which really has to do with those letters, which Gematria 190. So let's look at the letters Rayoh. Let's say the letters. So that from then you could see the reference of Rayoh here in the word Atah. Only, so he says, when you look at the letters that makes the letters Rayoh, because you could see them in the formation of the letters themselves. In the first two letters, Shel Ato. But you still have to find a second one, a third one rather. That's part of the Bechina of Atah. So what you have here are two different places here in the letters where you can find two Rayoh. Aleph, one has to be in the letter Aleph, so we have very little time here. Ki Aleph, Ki Yored, Yud, and Vav, and Resh, Yud, Vav, and Resh. How was that? Gam Tov, also the letter Tov, he says. Hitziuru, Resh, Vav, Yud, which is also Ra Kazeh. And it looks like this. It says a Resh, and then you have the one line, and then you have the little, this is a Tov. And so you have that little leg that sticks out with the Tov. And he said, Ba'osias Ato, Atman, there, Mazim, Shlosha, Pekinas, Rayoh, Os Aleph, and Mechalachos, Shlosha, Holokim, Shetzerasam, Resh, Yud, Vav, like this. You have a Resh at the bottom, and the Vav in the middle, and a Yud in the top there. Verein Os Tov, also the Tov, he says. Yesh Becha B'Shlosha Holokim, Shetzerasam, Rayoh. So you could show you how you could do the Tov. So we have Rayos in the letters Atah themselves. Gamba Os Hey Yesh Them Os Rayoh Kafishi Vor L'Cholon. That's it according to my time.